What's going on, internet? Mike here with another video, and today I wanted to do my 100-day update of the Microsoft Surface Go 2. So let's get into it. Okay, so like I said in my intro, I have had the Surface Go 2 now for over 100 days, and I kind of wanted to talk about how it's held up. And I will say that everything from my initial review with this device still holds up. It is still one of my favorite Surface devices, if not my favorite Surface device. So as you can see physically, like I said, it's held up great, no issues. From day one, I've had a matte screen protector on this thing, so it definitely helps with glare and durability, and it just makes it so much better to write on with the Surface Pen. And the Surface Pen, to be honest with you, is one of the main reasons that I've stuck with this device. I've kept this device. So if you've watched my videos, you've followed my channel, you know that I've kind of switched back to the Mac when it comes to having, my main PC. So I've been using the MacBook Air M1. But that doesn't mean that I still don't use this. Now, this is something, when I want to take notes, this is my go-to device. Now, I've got an iPad still that supports the Apple Pencil. I've also got a couple Samsung tablets laying around, but when it comes to taking notes, this is still my favorite because my favorite note-taking app is Onenote, and of course it's native to the Surface because obviously it's a Microsoft app, but not just because of OneNote, but also because of the performance. To me, this feels so much better than an Apple Pencil, and then with an S Pen, the S Pen itself is actually a lot thinner, so it just feels more natural to write with this. And along with that, just the performance when it comes to taking notes on this is excellent. I mean, the tip, especially when you add a matte screen protector, just feels natural. It feels like you're writing on paper. And that is one of the main reasons that I've kept this device around, is for the times that I want to take notes when I'm studying or in some sort of class. The other thing I want to talk about this device is how it's been using this when you've essentially only got one port, with the exception of the headphone jack. So this has only got one USB Type-C port, which has not necessarily been an issue for me because I went on to Amazon and I got this little guy here. I don't remember who makes it. If I remember, I'll throw a link in the description. But with this, it plugs into the USB Type-C and the headphone, but it gives me a full-size SD card, a micro SD, and then three USB 2.0, or maybe they're 3.0, but it gives me three regular Type A ports. So really, it's not been an issue for me. I just keep this in my bag, so when I need it, I take it out. But 9 times out of 10, I'm not really plugging much into this, with the exception of a battery bank that I got, because that is still, after 100 days, my main gripe with this device is just the battery life. Like I mentioned in my initial review, it kind of depends on what you're doing, but it's kind of meh. And that is what I think, or hopefully what I think Microsoft will improve with Generation 3 of this device, because I think they're definitely going to make a Gen 3, because this is probably one of their better selling Surface devices. It's honestly, like I said, it's my favorite Surface device, or at least a close second to the Surface laptops. But like I said, getting back to the battery life, just like I said in my review, depending on what you're doing, you're probably going to get anywhere from 4 hours to up to 7 hours. Now, obviously, if I put this on battery saving mode, I turn the brightness down, then I could probably eke it out to maybe 8 hours. But really, if you've got it on the recommended power setting, doing normal everyday task, and you don't have the brightness jammed down to where you can barely see it, you're probably going to be looking at about 5 hours. So depending on where you're using it, or if you've got an external battery bank, it could be limiting. But that is really my only complaint with this device after 100 days, is just I wish that they would improve the battery life on this. But like I said, when I take this to work with me, I've got a wall outlet nearby, and I've always got a external battery bank that I carry in my bag. But other than that, some of the other gripes that other reviewers have always had with this is they complain about the bezels, which I don't mind at all, because I use this like a tablet quite a bit. And so when I'm holding it, my thumbs essentially rest on the bezels instead of the screen itself. So, um, like I said, I don't mind that at all. My one and only gripe with this device is the battery life. And crazy enough, out of all the devices I've tried the past year, this has still got the best front facing camera of any of the laptops that I've tried. So this has got a 1080p webcam, and it's just looks crisp, clean, clear. I'll try and show you some B-roll of that, but like I said, I've been using the M1 MacBook Air, and the camera on that is still just hot garbage, even with their update. So still a 720p potato cam, but the camera is pretty dang awesome. So in the day that we're living in right now, where everybody's doing Zoom calls, Skype calls, this device is awesome just because of the portability. It's got a fantastic camera for those video calls, and just the performance, it's been really, really good. So lately, I would say for probably the past month or two, my daughter has been using this quite a bit, and the only thing she uses it for is to play Minecraft. So she's running the full, Windows version of Minecraft on this, and we plug it into a 4K monitor, and it runs just fine. Now you got to turn the settings all on low, but I mean, she plays it. She doesn't complain. I mean, it's obviously not a gaming PC, not meant to be one, but you can definitely do something like Minecraft and have a pretty darn good playable experience. But with that, everything else, like I said, is held up fantastic. No issues with the type cover. I mean, it still looks just as good as the day I got it. The device itself is held up, but like I said, I've had a skin on it since almost the first day I've got it, and I've also had a screen protector. So I try and take care of my devices, and like I said, this one still looks pretty much brand new. So I'm just curious if any of you guys have Surface Go 2s, how they've held up for you, if you guys have enjoyed them. And as always, if you have any questions on this device, there's something you want to see, something you want to test, let me know. But here and now, we're in 2021, and if you're still kind of interested in the device, then I would say go for it. So there's definitely been some good sales on these. You just keep checking the Microsoft website, check Amazon, but I would still recommend this device even in 2021. So one of my favorite Surface devices. My one and only complaint, like I've already said, is I just wish the battery life was better. So with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a like. And if you're here, you're watching this, you're not subscribed, then you might as well hit that subscribe button. It's free for you, and it helps my channel out. So as always, I appreciate it.